Hey, yo, you ready? Let's do it. Yeah. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 2 of Lawn Chair Talk. We have a very special guest on today. We have Mr. Camden Ross here on the screen. Camden is a catcher at Western Kentucky University. He's a sophomore there. Good friend of me and Garrett's from back home. And Garrett, let's hop right into it. What do you say?
Yeah, we got a really good episode cooked up for you guys. We got some new segments we're going to be mixing in. And I think that the fans are going to be really excited to see that we have made this technological advancement in only episode 2.
Yep.
We do have a virtual guest in not Oklahoma. So this should be pretty cool to see how this all turns out. But without further ado, Lawn Chair fans, strap in, baby, because it's going to be a good one. And by the way, Joe Rogan, we're still coming for number 1.
Still coming for number 1, Joe.
You better watch your back.
Watch out, Joe.
Watch it.
Camden, let's hear what you got to say, man.
How the hell are you, Camden?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Just first day of classes got canceled due to 2 inches of snow, which is definitely weird coming from Colorado because, man, we didn't get a single snow day in high school. And now that we're getting 2 inches of snow, getting the first day of class and the second day of class canceled, man, you can't draw that one up any better.
Well, I'll tell you what, I wish your school was more like the women in my life because 2 inches doesn't satisfy her at all.
Exactly. It's been saying it for years.
All right, well, good to see you. It's good to be back on the podcast with you. And I guess let's just hop right into it. So, Camden, just so our fans can get a little background on you, can you tell us about where you're from, a little bit about your early baseball days, and yeah, just hop right into it, man.
Well, as you most likely know, I am a good friend of Nick and Garrett. I am from Colorado, and I've known Garrett since, I want to say I was 4 years old. We went to preschool together, and fun fact, I've got his high school banner hanging up on my wall in my dorm room. But,
same with me as well. I do have his as well. And shout out to Ken and Kathy.
Oh, yeah. Good fellas. I played with Nick on Slammers, and we pretty much played together for about, I want to say, was it 6 or 7 years that we played together?
Yeah, I want to say around 6 or 7 years, ever since we were probably 12, 13 years old.
Yeah, it was like end of middle school.
Yeah, so high school. I mean, it's been a long road for all of us, I guess, together as far as baseball went, going through middle school and high school. So definitely some great memories, which we'll get into later on. But Camden, tell us a little bit about just being at Western Kentucky, what kind of the day in the life is as a Division I athlete being there. Just kind of share it to us, maybe some practice, game life type of situations that you go in day to day.
I mean, I'm sure everybody has seen all of the day in the life of a Division I athlete, and for the most part, they're pretty much lying. They don't do something at every single part of the day. You get a good amount of free time. Not saying that it's a cakewalk, because for the early spring, we've got some 6 a.m. weights 2 days a week. Right now, we're just in individual practices, so we're really only doing something scheduled for about 2 hours a day. But we will get into team practices later down the road once the season starts. Then that's when it starts to get a little bit hectic. But what I'd say during the spring season, we pretty much only practice about, I want to say, 2 times a week. And then we'll get into our series on Friday, our game on Friday through Sunday. We'll get our Tuesday game. But practices really depend on how well you're playing. So if you're playing real good, like you're competing at the plate, you're competing on the mound, practices seem to be a lot more chill because you get the shorts practices. The practices are pretty much BP, defense, stuff like that, pretty chill practices.
Mm-hmm.
But on the flip side, when you start to suck, that's when practices get a little bit hefty. You start running more, coach is pissed, he's yelling, and that's when the feelers get hurt a little bit because nobody likes to get yelled at.
Of course.
But what I'm pretty much getting at is when you see the day in the life of a Division I athlete and they're going around saying like how hectic their day is, stuff like that, they're pretty much a sack of lies because it's not near as bad as what I've heard stories from JUCO where they're practicing 7 hours a day. It's not near as hectic. We do got class, but it's kind of not too hard.
For sure. Well, awesome. Good to hear. And obviously you guys have your first series coming up in February, which I'm sure you're looking forward to. You guys are hosting West Virginia University. What are the thoughts going into the first series? How's the team feeling as far as, leading up to that?
The team looks good. We got a lot of depth on the mound. I think our offense is starting to click from the end of fall. I'm really excited for this new group because we got 36 new transfers from last year, which it was a real shock to me and it was a shock to everybody last year. So we have I'm one of 9 guys returning. So it's gonna be exciting. I'm really excited for the season, and we're gonna have the Hilltoppers make some noise this year.
Absolutely. Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, excited to see what you guys can do for sure, and obviously gonna be keeping up on you. We're gonna be tracking your guys' progress, and obviously wishing you guys the best. But before we move on too far, I want to throw it back a little bit. Obviously, you and me played together at Broomfield, and with your recruiting process, take us through that a little bit leading up to Western Kentucky, because I think that yours is kind of unique in a sense of that, you weren't intending to end up at Western Kentucky right away, but give us a little bit of background to that, please.
Yeah, right. So throughout high school, my recruiting process was very non-existent, I'll say the least. So I didn't really have many calls up until I want to say my junior summer. So I had a couple calls here and there with a couple schools, but nothing really amounted to anything. But as soon as my junior summer came, I started talking to a lot of JUCOs, a lot of some pretty solid JUCOs, and then I ended up after I think the start of my junior fall, I committed to the Wabash Valley Junior College. And I thought that was a very good fit. I wanted to go JUCO because I really liked the stories that people gave me of how JUCO baseball was, and I thought that was a really good fit for me. But leading into my senior summer, I just got done playing a game that I was playing in a travel ball tournament. I was playing out in Evansville, Indiana. And I get out of my game and I look at the Wabash Valley group chat that I was in, and everybody's like, Coach Fournier is leaving. He's going to take an assistant job at Western Kentucky. And I was like, my first reaction was, nah, there's no way he's doing that. He loves Mount Carmel, Illinois, way too much to leave. And then no less than 5 minutes later, I get a call from Rob Fournier. And I was like, oh no, this might be real. He's probably leaving. So he calls me, says that he's taking the assistant job at Western Kentucky. And then I started scrambling. I think my first call was to my dad, then my travel ball coach, Brian Asdekar, and then to Garrett. And I was like, dude, I don't know what I'm going to do. Do I stay at Wabash? Do I go look for more JUCOs? Do I follow Coach Fournier at Western Kentucky? I was like, my mind was spazzing out. And then I ended up later in that summer, I decided to follow Rob Fournier here at Western Kentucky. And it's been nothing but great things since then.
Yeah, that's really cool. I think that a lot of people should hear that, and not to be that guy, because, I'm not too much into the old, kind of blowing smoke up your ass, but I just kind of want to give the people at home kind of an understanding of your statistical history making, basically, your senior year of high school. So our senior year of high school, we ended up Macon State, we weren't like a super high seed, but ended up winning state. And this was when Camden was committed to Wabash Valley, which no shame, Wabash Valley, tremendous JUCO, produces tons of MLB talent, and especially Division I talent. Really, but here are some of the numbers that Camden put up his senior year. He hit .627 with 52 hits and 49 RBIs, with 9 doubles, 3 triples, and 11 bombs. Mm-hmm. And I believe you had 23 stolen bases, according to the preacher man over here. He's our stat guy, our media guy over here.
Yeah, producer over here.
Yeah, so Nate, thank you for that. So, I mean, with those numbers, you'd be thinking, I mean, surely this guy's winning every single award known to man, but the one that you really wanted and the one that really gets a lot of the attention is the old Gatorade Player of the Year.
Yep.
And from the outside looking in, you could kind of see that that's kind of the way that it was trending. And, let's just say that did not pan out. Somehow, Gatorade, figure your shit out. Let's be honest. The fact that he did not win this award, I don't usually do this to too many people, but, I mean, come on, figure it out. Also,
Absolutely.
Just want to put it out there, if Garrett wants to sponsor us, we will take you, but...
We will take you.
They ended up giving it to somebody else, and kind of, I guess, did that kind of light a fire under your ass going into your freshman year of college? I mean, I don't know if that really meant anything to you, but kind of just bring us through that kind of aspect of baseball.
I mean, as soon as I left high school and as soon as we finished state, I kind of left all the high school stuff in the past. So, like, as soon as I got on campus, I really forgot about everything else. But I will say that we were still in high school playoffs when they announced Gatorade Player of the Year. And that really lit a fire under my butt. I was really pissed off. I felt like I deserved the award. They gave it to somebody else who also had a tremendous year. But that really lit a fire under my ass to really perform, show that I should have deserved that award. And, I mean, we ended up winning state, and that's really the true award that I really cared about.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. It's awesome stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, no shade to who won it, which I believe for that year was Dallas Macias, correct? Which, I mean, he had a tremendous year, as Camden said. So, obviously, no shade to him. He had, nothing to do with, the choice
obviously
being made.
For
obviously,
sure.
that wasn't, his choice. But, talk about a really good class as well. I mean, that we had there for our senior year, especially,
100%.
With Camden putting up the stats that he did. Dallas, obviously, being at Regis and stuff. I mean, he had a tremendous year as well. So, a lot of really good talent from Colorado, which is special to see because it's a state that's overlooked, and there's guys like Camden, guys like in our class, and throughout years past that have shown really well, and obviously Camden's a guy that's been able to make a dream happen of playing Division I baseball and hopefully being able to play professional baseball one day, which we'll definitely be able to see. So, I mean, really cool stuff that he showed so well, and at the end of the day, I mean, he won a state championship, so
yeah,
we can't discredit that as well. So
100%, yeah, I agree. I guess one more thing before we start going into the fun stuff. You played in the Northwood League last year. Obviously, me and Nick kind of ended up starting this whole thing in our summer ball league. Can you tell us a little bit about the Northwoods, kind of what you liked, what you didn't like, and I guess if you had any special memories, like, let us hear it. Let's see what you got.
I mean, the Northwoods was just a blast. Like, I can't really put it a different way. I came from playing here at Western, where we'll get probably no more than 45 fans a night, and 95% of those are parents. And then you go to the Northwoods, and you're playing in front of no less than 900 fans a night, and it's just a blast. Like, you really go out there, you got really nothing to lose because it's summer ball. You're trying to get reps in for this next spring season, and you meet a lot of just fantastic guys. I actually, one of the guys that I played with transferred to Western Kentucky this year, and he's just a great guy. His name's Dylan O'Connell. But I'd say my favorite memory that I've had at the Northwoods was talking to fans and convincing them that we were a minor league baseball club. I probably had 15 conversations with fans at the party deck while I was catching bullpens on one of my off days, and they always kept asking me, what level are you guys in minor league baseball? My answer was always the same. We were high A for the Minnesota Twins. And they're like, oh, that's really cool. You guys get to play real close to the major league stadium. And I'm just like, yeah, it's a blast. Sometimes I'll go watch the game sometimes, but we just have like 20-minute conversations about what it's like to play minor league baseball. I got no idea. I mean, obviously I'm in college. Like, what do I know about playing minor league baseball? But I say that was my best memory out of there. And the least favorite part is what really scares people away from the Northwoods is how many games we play and the time that we do.
For sure.
We play 72 games in 75 days, and those 75 days are the All-Star break. And I didn't get an off day because I made the All-Star break, or the All-Star game. So it's a grind, but it was also a tremendously fun time.
For sure. I mean, yeah, I mean, as you said, I mean, summer ball, I mean, for me and Garrett is definitely one of those experiences where we'll never forget. I mean, the people you meet there and, you know, just the experience. So, I mean, especially for you, being able to play in one of the best summer leagues, you know, in the country. And obviously, you know, the enjoyment of, you know, being able to play ball, but, you know, as you said, you know, the other stuff around it where, you know, all the fans and, you know, just the glamour around it, which is, I mean, something that obviously you're going to be able to hold on to for a long, long time. So, Garrett, I mean, let's hop into our first little segment here. Let's introduce Camden to the draft.
Oh, yeah. The draft, man. Absolutely.
Draft. Here it is.
Let's do it. So,
let's get into it.
Did a little bit of thinking. You guys seem to like the draft from last time. If you weren't familiar, if you weren't here for the last video, go check it out. But it was a draft about all things aquatic.
Yep.
And I think we got a good one cooked up here. This week's segment is going to be basically things that fly,
yep.
or all things aviation, in other words.
All things that fly.
I guess you can kind of interpret that whatever way you feel is right. But the way we're going to do it is we're going to have, instead of 5 picks, because we've got a third member, we're going to do 3 picks a person. Mm-hmm. Obviously, snake draft.
Obviously,
snake draft like the last time. And, yeah, we're going to just hop right into it. So with the first overall pick, we're going to hand it over to Camden. You know, as gentlemen, we're going to give it to the guest.
Oh, yeah.
And, Camden, let's hear what you got for the first overall pick of this draft.
All right, so for my first overall pick, seems like a very hot topic, but I did not realize it at first. But talking with the guys before this, I'm going to have to go with the bald eagle because being an American, it's the nation's flag, or bird, not flag. But it's a staple of America. I mean, you can't kill the dang things. It's illegal to kill them.
Of course.
So, like, that's just a staple of America. I'm going to have to go with the bald eagle.
Can you give the fans your best eagle screech or eagle cry?
I think that's pretty on point.
No, that was, I couldn't even tell a difference, actually. That was actually perfect.
That's awesome.
Darn
Is there
right.
a bald eagle in his dorm room right now?
Oh my gosh.
There might be.
Watch your back, Kim.
Cool.
Let's hand it over. Garrett, do you want the second overall pick, or should I go ahead?
I guess I can take the second overall pick. Yeah, so, you know, like I did last week, a lot of you guys weren't happy that I went with the snowball idea with the aquatic draft. You can fight me all you want, but controversy is me, and me is controversy. So I'm going to go ahead and keep crossing those boundaries, and I'm gonna go with the interesting first pick. You know, you think of aviation. What do you think of? Plane crashes.
Oh, jeez.
Now, I'm not going to go the route that a lot of you guys are thinking, okay? I'm not going to go into anything too dark. But what I am going to go into with the second overall pick is the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, wow.
Bermuda Triangle, where a lot of planes have gone down. Supposedly Amelia Earhart, the first ever woman pilot, went down there.
Wow.
We'll never know. Very mysterious part of the world. But with the first pick for me, give me the one, the only Bermuda Triangle.
Wow. I can tell you
I
did
really
your
like
research
where
on
you
that.
went there.
Yeah.
No, I can definitely tell you went with some research there, really thought about this. Well, great pick.
Thank
Great
you.
pick, Garrett. Okay. With the third overall pick in the draft, I am going to go. Ooh. I'm going to go with a famous saying. Some of you college basketball fans might know it very well. We're going to go with the Dick Vitale, the High Flyer.
The High Flyer!
Oh, yeah. We're going to go with that pick. Obviously, it really, if you think about it, I mean, we can get a little fact check going here, but I'm pretty sure that this one's clean. I mean, obviously, you know, maybe, is there something flying, really? Yeah.
No, I love that.
Someone is flying in midair, and Dick Vitale is going the High Flyer.
Hey, Nate, can you actually pull us up a video of Dick Vitale saying the High Flyer, just so our fans know what we're talking about here? Do it when you get a chance, but I think that that's important for them to actually understand.
Yeah, of course.
Because Dick Vitale, obviously, legendary college basketball announcer,
Of course.
and
A legend.
iconic voice.
Iconic voice and a very iconic saying.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, that one's a great one, and I mean, I guess I can just move on to the next one.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll get it. We'll get it when he finds it.
We'll get that video
Yeah,
up going. For obviously going back to me, snake draft.
Yep, snake draft.
Snake draft. We are gonna go with flying squirrel. We're gonna go with the flying squirrel. Not a particular one in general, but we are just gonna go with flying squirrels as a whole. They are just a fierce competitor out in the wild. They fly, they're squirrels, they got it all. I mean, really cool things to see. If you've never seen a flying squirrel, I mean, it's a cool thing. I remember one time I was in North Carolina and I actually saw a flying squirrel, and it was one of the coolest things that I've ever seen in my life. Because you think of a squirrel and you're like, man, that thing can climb trees and stuff. That's all cool and all. But watch this one jump and take flight.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome. So, there you go.
Yeah,
Flying
no, I
squirrel.
love that.
Going number
Fantastic.
2 to my team.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Appreciate it, guys.
So I believe with the snake draft, it goes back to me, right?
It should, yes.
Yeah. So with my second round pick in the aviation draft, I'm going to go with a classic, I think. But I'm going to go with Aladdin's Magic Carpet.
Wow.
I think that it's one that a lot of people might have slept on, but I mean, an iconic movie from Disney. You know, it's something that really kind of blows you away because it is just so wildly unrealistic with, you know, the whole riding the magic carpet and, you know, Aladdin and what is the princess name in Aladdin, Kim? That's more of a you question. Can we get a fact check on that as well, Nathan?
It's on the tip of my tongue.
I'm going to do the princess from Aladdin.
Princess from Aladdin.
It's on the tip of my tongue, too.
Here, let me look this, Johnny.
Jasmine, of course,
Here we go.
Jasmine.
Okay,
Yes.
Jasmine.
So,
There it is.
yeah, you know, you got Aladdin and Jasmine riding on the magic carpet. A whole new world.
Yeah, well put. I love it.
Yeah, so I like it, you know.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm going to go ahead and say that's a good second round pick. So we're going to
Yeah.
throw it back to Camden. Camden,
Yeah.
go ahead and give us your second round pick.
All right, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be a little embarrassed that I didn't know Jasmine from Aladdin, because being a self-proclaimed Disney fan, that's an embarrassing thing right there, that I forgot her name right there. But I think with my second round pick, I'm going to go back to America and do bomb drones. Like,
I love that.
what's more scary than you're just chilling in your house, just minding your own business, you hear something flying outside, it looks a little bit, very faint sound, you walk outside, boom, bomb, you're dead. Like, there's
It's
nothing
like a
you can
landmine with wings, as some might say.
Yeah.
do. Exactly. What are you going to do to defend against a bomb drone? Shoot it down? It's still going to blow up.
Yeah, not a whole lot you can do about that one.
You can't fight anybody about it. The dude's piloting from halfway around the world. Like, there's nothing you can't do nothing. in front of a bomb drone. That's one of the most deadly weapons I could ever think of.
Oh, that's awesome.
I like that a lot.
And with the snake traps, that go right back to me again?
It does.
All right. Well, I'm going to go a whole different route instead of the deadly route. I'm going to do the house from Up, the one with the balloons on it.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. If you're a kid, that's something you've always wanted to try. Make your house fly with a bunch of helium balloons. Like, I know I've tried it, but didn't work too well for me. Turns out you need a whole bunch of balloons to do that.
Turns out.
Yeah, turns out, man.
That's awesome.
You need a whole lot of balloons and a whole lot of helium. And
I'd love to see you make that happen.
I mean, let's make it happen. But, I mean, first of all, that was a great pick. I
love
did
that,
not
for
see
sure.
that one coming out.
No,
I
I
didn't really think about that. Wow, okay.
Great work, Camden.
Great work, Cam. And back to Garrett
Back to
for
me.
his third round pick and his final pick of his squad. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah, to wrap up this squad, I'm gonna bring with me a character with loads of moxie. Tons of moxie. This kid's got a lot of grit, and it's gonna be an interesting route. I'm really hoping that the viewers know who I'm talking about here. But with the third round pick, give me the character from Jetpack Joyride, the main character from Jetpack Joyride. A timeless app that I know every kid played on their mom or dad's phone.
Yep.
When you were, at a function and you just didn't want anything to do with it. You didn't want any part of any conversation with grown-ups, and you were like, "Dad, come on, let me play on your phone." And then, you had the Jetpack Joyride. You try to max out your character so that he can shoot different things from his jetpack. I wish I had the name of him. I looked it up and I could not find it. Nate, can you find it? Can you find the name of the character from Jetpack Joyride?
It doesn't look like
Can we get the Preacher Man?
Unfortunately, we can't. So,
How do we pay this
but
guy?
I
How
hope
do
you
we
guys
pay
know
this
who
guy?
I'm talking. Wait,
Barry Steak Fries.
Barry. That's who it was.
Barry Steak Fries.
Barry Steak Fries. Give me Barry Steak Fries. Third round.
His full name, Barrett McSteakenton Friesenhausen.
Wow. I hope you guys heard that because I can't repeat that.
Wow.
What a name.
What a name, what a guy, and he's on the
Oh,
squad.
so much moxie from this squad. I'm really
Congratulations.
happy with this draft.
All right, and with the final pick in the draft, I am going to take. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am a Star Wars fan,
Oh, I love it.
and I am going to take the Millennium Falcon.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
This guy was just unstoppable and just a staple to the Star Wars movies. And man, I mean, he could do it all. He could shoot down TIE fighters. I mean, he was just cruising through the sky. I mean, he could just jump from place to place. I mean, he was unstoppable. He was unbeatable. And he made it through pretty much, I mean, most of the movies. I mean, he survived for years. I don't know what they call years in Star Wars time, but I mean, he was there for a long, long time. At least, I don't know, 6 movies, I want to say. If we could get 8 movies, okay. I mean, 8 movies. I mean, he was there for most of it. I mean,
like 5 years.
Yeah, so I mean, he was a big time character. So
yeah,
that's gonna wrap up my last pick. Obviously, that ends the draft segment. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed. Let us know if we missed anyone.
Let us know who won.
Let us know who won and who we missed. Obviously, there's definitely going to be some guys probably that we missed, but we all have our different opinions of going a different direction on how we like to shape up our team. So felt like this was a good overall draft. Some sneaky picks in this draft.
Overall, I loved it.
Overall, it was awesome.
Yeah, it worked out great.
I think
Great
that moves
time.
us into our next segment.
Yes, it does.
Which will lead us into a new segment that we like to call the Song Quiz.
Yes.
And basically, when we bring on a guest, we will be playing a list of songs and seeing how many songs he can get. So, Camden, are you ready to take on the Song Quiz?
Oh, I'm more than ready.
Now, we won't prepare you for a genre here. Anything is in play here. So, Camden, my first question is, what is your favorite genre of music?
I'd have to say country.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I thought about that. I really don't listen to much other than country. So
Okay.
I don't know why that was even a thought in my mind.
How confident do you feel in this song quiz right now then?
I would feel confident, but I don't really know the names of songs and the person who wrote it. I just know if I know the song.
We're going to give you a point if you can get either. We're going to give you 2 if you can get both, but we're going to give you 1 point for each. And these songs are going to be pretty much directed towards you, so I have confidence that you're going to be able to get them.
How many songs are we going here?
I was thinking 5.
Okay, 5 songs. Okay.
I'm going to start off with, what do you think, like 5 seconds? See if you can guess it, and then we'll give them another try, let it play a little longer.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, Let's go ahead and move on to the first song, and go ahead.
Okay, here you go, Cam. Here's the first song. Let me know if you can hear this.
Oh, that is Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy by Brooks and Dunn.
I love that. Well, you actually did not get Brooks and Dunn, so I'm only giving you 1 point.
We only get 1 point there, but...
It is actually, I'll give you one more guess if you want. It is 2 words.
Oh my gosh.
It's something and something.
I really thought it was Brooks and Dunn.
Yeah. That's actually pretty much as close of a guess as you could possibly have said.
Yeah, there's no way I'm getting that if it's not Brooks and Dunn.
It is Save a Horse by Big and Rich.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean, that's a good attempt there. That's a good. I mean, that was good. I mean, you got it right off the rip. So I mean,
I liked it. I thought it was a good one. All right, Cameron, we're gonna throw it a little different route. So without further ado, let's get it going.
That's the WKU fight song?
Bingo!
No.
Bingo!
It's the Big Red fight song. That's what it is.
I love that. See, this kid's got school spirit.
And I'm going to go ahead and throw him 2 points there.
Yeah, no, I love that. 100% 2 points.
Yeah, definitely 2 points on that one.
By the way, we are going to keep score of this because for our future guests, we're going to see who wins.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep a leaderboard. I think that's important.
Yeah.
All right, Kim, well, you're on a heater.
I did have a little bit of practice with that because for our media day interviews, some people had to sing the Big Red Fight song. Nobody knew the words to it, but I sure do know the tune to it.
There you go.
There you go. Can you give us any words to the fight song?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So we do have some things to improve on, but
absolutely.
Yeah.
Points for getting it right. I love it.
There you go. 2 points for Camden there.
All right, we're going to roll it into song number 3. Are you ready?
Song number 3.
Yes. I'm ready. That is We Like to Party. Don't know who wrote it, but I do know that is the home run song for the old Broomfield Eagles.
It is. It is.
All right, we like to party. There
I
you
love
go.
that. I mean, you got it right away.
1 point there?
Yeah, I'd say 1 point.
Okay,
I
1
mean,
point.
obviously,
Respectfully.
Yeah.
1 point, okay.
So we're going to throw it back to a... hopefully you paid attention in the van over travel ball with Skipper.
Ooh,
We're going to throw it to one of these. Are you ready?
We're talking about
If this is an EDM song, there's no way I'm catching it.
Well, get ready.
Yeah, see, I remember banging this song, but I do have no clue what the name of the song is.
Can you give us the artist? Because it was an artist that we would always make fun of Skip for listening to. It starts with a T.
A T.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I think
the only one I can make fun of, I remember making fun of Skip for is D Baby.
Oh, You know that was the song I was going to play next?
Was it really?
Yes! Damn it. If Ethan Lewis is listening, that song is also for you, because, by the way, we need to go get our tickets to go watch D-Baby. Hopefully he's playing around Lawton.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I guess we'll just get into that story later, but
Okay,
that is
so
also a hilarious story.
So no points there, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, no points there.
No points there. We move
what
on.
was the name and artist of that song?
So that's Wow by Tiesto.
Tiesto.
Tiesto was the guy I was trying to see if you remember.
Yeah, no idea.
Sounds familiar, though?
I remember in Jupiter, we were
There you go.
hyped up. We're playing our 8 a.m. game, getting hyped up to play Power National or whatever, and we're just banging the ceiling in our consolation game. We were getting so hyped. It was a
awesome.
good time.
Yeah, okay.
That moves on to the fourth song?
Yeah, no, fifth song.
Fifth song. Okay, final song here.
All right, final song, Camden. If you don't get this one right, I mean, pretty much you just had to have been on your phone when you were in the car over break. But without further ado, here we go.
Well, obviously Nickelback.
There you go.
Yep.
This is How You Remind Me by Nickelback.
Bingo.
Bingo,
You got it.
bingo, bongo.
Oh my gosh, Nickelback is making a comeback.
See, I love that, but the way that we're going to try to do that is we're going to try to give them a chance. We're not just going to do random songs. I like to make it how like we kind of directed it
Yeah, directed
at
towards
the guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because all those songs kind of had a purpose
Absolutely.
to Camden. So Camden, first of all, can we just give a round of applause for Camden real quick?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Nathaniel, come on.
Yeah, there we go. Preacher man over there.
Yeah, no, that was really good.
Great stuff there.
What did you
Cam.
actually get?
You got 6 points, which, I mean, for our first guess, I mean, I would say that's pretty good.
No, for
I'm in
sure.
first.
Yeah, so,
I'm in first.
good stuff there, Cam.
Yeah,
Which leads us into our next topic,
yeah.
which is also new, and that is this or that.
Bingo.
This or that. Which basically is going to be, we're going to throw out 2 options for Camden. It's either going to be this or it's going to be that. You're going to choose which one you would like to go with. For
Sounds good.
whatever personal reason. We're going to make these a little tough on you. We know your history all too well, so we're going to make this pretty difficult for you to choose which one. Some of these are life or death.
I like it.
And yeah, so oh shoot. No worries, guys. Yeah, so like I said, pretty much, yeah, this or that.
Yeah, this
We're
or
gonna
that.
come up with hopefully a better name, but I just feel like
For now, this or that. It's
it
going to
came in my head
stay.
about 3:30 today. So
We're going to probably come out with
I
some
feel like
shirts that
that's
say
a
this
solid
or
name,
that.
though.
oh yeah, we'll see how it sticks. Hopefully
Yeah.
the fans like it.
This
Okay,
or that
Cameron,
shirts.
so
you know?
for your first this or that, I'm gonna give you Bowling Green, Kentucky, or Broomfield, Colorado.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hometown
See-
or your new town?
I do love the town of Bowling Green, Kentucky. It's my new home, but I don't know if I could stay. I can't pick over Broomfield, Colorado. Like the Morgan Wallen song. You can't love you more in my hometown.
Oh
Like,
wow,
well
Quoting
put.
Morgan
Well
Wallen.
put. I love it.
Well, shout out to Morgan Wallen. He has no idea who I am, but I know who you are.
Morgan, if you want to sponsor our podcast, we'd love to have you on here.
Which leads into our next this or that. Oh gosh, where is it? Oh, here we go. All right, Camden, here you go for your next one. We're going with Cookout or McDonald's.
That's a tough question because last year I was hefty on the Cookout. Like, me and my roommate, I told Garrett this all the time. We'd be playing video games at like 12:30 at night. We'd somehow make eye contact. One of us would be like, Cookout, and we'd be like, Cookout. And Cookout's a good restaurant. Like, I go there,
Top
get
tier.
a burger tray, get a burger, 2 chicken quesadillas, and an Oreo shake, $9.50. Great deal. But McDonald's, on the other hand, just a staple of the economy. Like,
True that.
everybody knows about McDonald's. But the one hit I have on McDonald's is they took away the dollar menu. And that really pisses me off. So I think I'm gonna have to go with Cookout.
Yeah, true.
True.
Yeah, rip to the dollar menu. I hate McDonald's for that as well.
Yeah, screw you,
Yep.
McDonald's.
Okay, so Cameron, with the next question, we're gonna give a little heavy hitter here. Are you ready?
Oh,
I'm ready.
All right. Mark Reardon or Bryant Asnikar?
oh no, he did it.
See, you're trying to get me in trouble right here.
Coach Reardon, if you're watching this, no hard feelings, man.
Which also
Yeah,
explaining
I mean-
to everyone else who doesn't know, Reardon is Camden's head coach, correct?
Yes.
Head coach at Western Kentucky. Brian Asnikar is our club baseball coach throughout middle school and high school, which we all played together with. A little backstory here. So go ahead, Camden, with your pick.
So we've got pluses and minuses to both of them. Both fantastic coaches. I love both of them. But see, the thing is one makes the lineup and one doesn't make the lineup at this point. So, if Mark Reardon finds out about this, I might be sitting a couple games. But I've known Skip since I started playing for his team, which, what was it, 8th grade year, 7th grade winter or whatever is when I got on his team. And every time I come back from a break and I come back home, I go see the old Brian Astakar at Slammers. I work out with him, do my catching drills, stuff like that. I love Skipper. I love him for the rest of my life. As tough as it might be, I'm going to have to go with Brian Astakar.
I love that
Wow,
pick. I'm glad you
love
stick
it.
to your guns there.
I love it. Where'd you stick to your guns there, Cam?
I can't pick away from Skip.
Absolutely. Skip holds a special place in all our hearts. I would have to
Especially
say.
even after all the broken fungos and clipboards over your head, you still roll with them.
And
How
that
about
is
that?
a story for another time, maybe later on in this segment.
All right, Camden, with the last this or that, we got a tough one for you. Now, we know, Cam, that you are a die-hard Packers fan. So,
All right, go
with
Pack
this,
Go.
would you rather have a Packers Super Bowl win or a Western Kentucky College World Series appearance?
That's a tough one because as a Packers fan, I have to watch my team go to the NFC Championship and lose every time we get there. And it's just heart-wrenching to see the memes on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, and every single social media platform, and just about how the Packers can't make it past the NFC Championship. And it's just gut-wrenching. But I'm going to have to go with the Hilltoppers College World Series appearance because can't beat the Overtops, and we've been talking about it for 2 years now about how the Hilltoppers are going to make it to the College World Series, going to win the Conference USA. We're going to make it all the way up there, and we're going to shock the world.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm glad that you stuck with that. If you would have gone with the Packers, I kind of would have lost some respect for you. But no, I definitely appreciate you going with the actual baseball memory for sure.
Yeah, I think I would have lost some respect for myself if I would have picked the Packers. But
And your teammates.
I think I might be an outcast for the rest of the year because we have a lot of Bears fans on the team, which is not good. But I think the rest of my teammates would have been a little upset with me if I picked the Packers Super Bowl over the Hilltoppers, judging by the fact that I don't play for the Packers and I never played football.
Oh man, well, Camden, listen, man, we got to kind of wrap it up here as we're getting kind of lengthy video. I'm gonna make sure we can get this uploaded to the beautiful Lawn Chair family on YouTube.
Absolutely.
But we can't thank you enough. You've been an amazing first guest. We're happy that we can make this happen.
Absolutely.
And this kind of opens the door for
Hopefully
other
others to join,
guests,
yeah.
and hopefully other people can join. And
Yeah.
hopefully you had a fun time. And I think that this was a really good episode. And
Absolutely.
I hope that everybody liked it. Man, just can't thank you enough, man.
Well, I've had a fantastic time, and I appreciate you guys for letting me be your first guest.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Well, thank you, Cam. We both appreciate you, and we're so happy that you're able to come on. And hopefully, we get you on again. Maybe get some more stories on us playing back together in the day, and hopefully get some updates from this year and see how the Hilltoppers are doing. We'll definitely keep updated with everyone on that. So we wish you the best of luck this year, and that's all from Lawn Chair Talk.
Yes, Lawn Chair Talk family. Appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. And as I like to say, peace.